Good morning, everybody, and thanks so much for joining us here on KXAN Live on this Thursday. We appreciate you being here, and we want to provide a little bit of an update about today's severe weather threat. As you can see out there, kind of a ugly view from in downtown Austin. The buildings itself pretty nice, but the skies there a little gray and cloudy after storms moved through very early this morning, and we have that threat coming up later today. So we wanted to bring in meteorologist Kristen Currie for an update about what we're expected to see. And Kristen, just before we went on, you found out some new information.
Yeah, absolutely. So within the last 60 seconds, we saw our first severe thunderstorm warning go up for Burnett County. So I'm going to read the warning with you for the first time since this was just issued. This storm is 9 miles southeast of Lampasas, so it's moving northeast at 50 miles per hour, meaning it's in that very northeastern corner of Burnett County. This warning right now does include Watson. It's just, the warning itself is just north of Briggs, Bertram, and Burnett itself. So it does not include the city of Bertram or even Burnett, but it is in Burnett County. Now, this warning right now is warned for hail and wind, so 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail, which is what we've been talking about all morning long. So that is our first severe thunderstorm warning of the day. It is likely we're going to see a couple more of those storms fire up. So I believe, did you just find that tweet? Well,
Yes,
it looks like
there it is right there.
There it is. So that's the nice thing about this is because it was just issued, our KXAN weather account has put this out. So the severe thunderstorm warning, again, for Burnett County runs until 10:30 a.m. So this is going to be that storm in the northeastern corner moving towards the northeast at 50 miles per hour. Quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds being the threat there. So this is likely going to be moving out of our area pretty quickly, but we'll keep an eye on it. As you can see, we want to stay indoors, away from those windows. There's a very low tornado threat today in general, so I'm not too concerned about that. It's going to be the winds and the hail, Will, that I think will be the main concerns.
Yeah, let's just go through some of the graphics you sent me here.
Yeah.
Here's where we're looking at with the terms of severe storm threat for today.
Yes, absolutely. So this map, this severe storm threat, this shows you where we expect severe storms to be and the number of storms, right? So it's about coverage. That orange color you see indicates an enhanced risk. We say a 3 out of 5 risk, right? And that includes that little bitty portion of Milam County. That means we expect numerous severe storms in that area if storms were to fire up. So that's where we have the best coverage of severe weather. That yellow color indicates a slight risk, or a 2 out of 5. So not necessarily favored for numerous severe storms, but scattered severe storms in the yellow color. And then that risk gets just a little lower in the dark green color, a 1 out of 5 threat, meaning isolated severe storms. So this map tells us the further to the west and south you are, the fewer storms expected and the lesser the risk of those storms being severe. The further to the northeast you are, like Williamson, like Milam County, and everybody in the northeast quadrant of Texas as a whole, that's where we expect the possibility of numerous severe storms this afternoon into this evening, and clearly even a few early this morning.
Right, and let's walk people through what we can expect with these storms, what they might bring today.
Absolutely. So as I touched on, hail and winds, that's where my eyes will be when it comes to these storms developing today. I'm looking for quarter-sized hail. I'm looking for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Now, this is breaking down the risk of these storms, and you can see, I know it's a little tough. There's a lot going on this map, but right underneath those threats is low, elevated, enhanced, and that yellow color indicates an enhanced risk of the hail, of the winds. Now, you'll notice for the tornado threat, most of us are dealing with just a low risk of tornadoes, meaning it's not likely we will see tornadoes, but it's also not impossible. Again, it's May. This is when we typically see most of our severe weather here in central Texas. So we're not totally discounting the fact that there could be a little spin-up tornado out of these storms, but if a storm were to be severe and turn severe, it's more likely that it's going to contain that quarter-size hail, so 1 inch in diameter or greater, and then those 60-mile-per-hour winds. And even this morning, although we didn't see any severe warned storms, we did see some damaging winds get kicked out of some storms around midnight.
Where did we see those damaging winds happen? Were there particular areas that were more hit by that?
Yeah, you know, it was really interesting, and I was just talking to the newsroom about this. Yesterday, if you watched KXAU News today, I was telling you there were storms possible along the West Texas dry line moving east, and then the mountains of northern Mexico moving east. So late last night, we had some storms develop over the high country of northern Mexico, and they actually held together long enough to make it into the San Antonio area and even some of our southern counties. So just before midnight, around 10, 11 o'clock, we had some thunderstorms roll through Blanco and Hayes County, and then eventually come up into Travis County. Again, they weren't severe, but they had some really strong winds with them, and they had some lightning. I think a lot of us probably woke up to some thunder and lightning. I know I did late last night. The winds, though, we had winds of up to 58 miles per hour clocking in out at the airport. Yeah, now those are wind gusts. That's not a sustained wind. That's a wind gust of 58 miles per hour, but which is still pretty intense, right? That can certainly do some damage. We did get in some damage reports from the Liberty Hill area. We also got in some reports from the Butte area. Hayes County, actually, Old San Antonio Road was closed because some large trees had fallen over and blocked the northbound lane. So we know that the environment is favored for some of those stronger winds. My concern is we see more of that later today.
Let's walk people now through what the radar is showing. So we'll start at noon. This is what you sent me a few moments ago.
Right.
Talk about this.
Yes, so this is one of our high-resolution forecast models that shows us what it thinks radar is going to look like at lunchtime. So it's thinking around noontime, we see some of those scattered showers, isolated storms start to grow in coverage across the hill country. And then if we time step forward to about 3 p.m., you'll notice some of those darker colors, some of those yellows and the orange. High-resolution models picking up on the fact that those thunderstorms might have a little bit more bite with them. And that's a combination of a cold front moving through, bringing us more lift. That's one of the ingredients needed for storms. And also the daytime heating. That brings in lift and instability too. 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, a lot of that warmth is rising, and that could too help trigger these storms. So we expect our severe weather risk to grow getting into this afternoon. And then taking you one step further into the later part of tonight, you'll notice those storms quickly leave. So that's, if there's any sort of silver lining to this event, is it's not going to be a 2 to 3 day thing. This is a 1 day only line of storms moves through starting around late morning, early lunchtime, even out there now, a couple of isolated storms, and then moving into the later part of the afternoon and early evening. We still have that risk of isolated to scattered strong to severe storms before everything ends by the time we hit 11 o'clock tonight. So we do not expect an overnight severe weather threat. We don't expect anything after this either in the way of severe weather. It becomes more of the heat and humidity we're talking about.
So many people are wondering about the rain amounts that we've had and the lack of it pretty much leading up to this point. So will this particular storm have any impact on how dry it's become out there?
Temporarily, yes. There will be almost like a Band-Aid effect, right? We could see some locally heavier amounts underneath those stronger storms. In general, this isn't going to be a widespread soaking rain event, though. We're thinking anywhere from about 1/10 of an inch to about 1 inch. That's going to be the rule. Now, there's certainly some exceptions there. If we do see a severe thunderstorm set up and dump, 1 inch, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches of rain, that would temporarily help the dryness that we've been stuck with over the last month and a half. But with the drought conditions that we have in place, especially out in the hill country, we even got a new drought monitor, a new drought update this morning at 8 a.m. and it showed worsening drought conditions in Mason and Lampasas County, worsening drought conditions in the Austin metro. So each day, especially given the fact that we are in May, each day we go on without any rain, that drought gets bigger and bigger. So even if this were to verify in all locations, that's a teeny tiny drop in the bucket compared to what we really need.
Unfortunately, that's what's going to happen.
Yes.
We started our stream a few moments ago talking about a warning that happened out in Burnett County. Has there been any update about that? Because I just wanted to pull up for the tweet out there that KXAN Weather put out a few moments ago, alerting people that, it's kind of a noisy situation there in Burnett County.
Yes, and if you will probably go back to the KXAN Weather account, there should be a new warning out there now that includes just a teeny little portion of Lampasas County. So we talked earlier about the fact that this storm is moving quick. I mean, it's got hail within it, potentially. Radar indicated it's got hail, as well as some strong winds of up to 60 miles per hour. So you can see it's that little northeast portion of Burnett County. It's moving into Lampasas County as we speak, but it's a small corner of southeast Lampasas County out towards Kempner. And then it's going to move out of the area towards Killeen. But this storm, potentially, again, with the hail and wind, could be a little nasty. So we want those in the northeast portion of Burnett County, those towards Watson, to stay inside, away from those windows. Those just east of Lampasas, it is kind of a rural area out there, so there's not any sort of big metropolitan areas in there that we're too concerned about. But even those who are in the area, you want to just wait this one out. It's moving towards the northeast at 50 miles per hour, so it's not going to take very long to get out of there. But it is a severe thunderstorm warning that we're going to take very seriously in northeast Burnett County and far southeastern Lampasas County.
For everybody who's wondering kind of what the day will unfold, tell us about the staffing for our weather situation here at KXAN.
Absolutely. So we have meteorologist Bannon coming in. He's going to be giving you an update on KXAN News at noon. He's also going to be with you for the early evening shows. So 4:30 p.m., 5 p.m., and 6 p.m. Meteorologist Bannon will have you covered. We've got Chief Meteorologist David Yeomans coming in and doing the 9 and 10 o'clock newscast tonight. Obviously, with severe weather, we take that very seriously here at KXAN News. So when those warnings get issued, we're going to break into programming, break into commercial breaks, however we see fit, given the severity of that storm on KXAN TV. And you're going to find those updates throughout the day as long as those storms and showers start firing. Now, we're not going to do it, needlessly. We don't find joy in covering up your TV shows, but we are going to get that information out as we see fit.
Meteorologist Kristen Currie, thank you so much for joining us for this update. We appreciate it. And of course, everybody's going to be keeping up to date with what is put out there by the team. So thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Again, that's meteorologist Kristen Currie. For more information about the forecast, you can go to our website right now at kxan.com. If you just want to put kxan.com/weather, it goes straight to the weather page so you can find out information. Also, please download the KXAN News and the weather apps onto your smartphone, because that will provide the latest information too about what's happening out there. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you back here later today with other updates. Hope you all stay safe and take care.